flown by him. But as I got closer, told myself, humble up, caught him just over 2 miles to go, looked at me, mix of respect, hilarious exasperation. Fucking Goggins, he said, smiling. Jumped in together, started together, finished together. Ran side by side, final 2 miles, crossed the line together, hugged it out, terrific fucking television, but underneath, that feeling persisted, talent, not required. What is required is the willingness to audit yourself, to be brutally honest, to schedule your life like a mission, to eliminate the bullshit, to prioritize what matters, and to get comfortable being uncomfortable. It's about building that armored mind day by painful day, so when the challenges come, and they will come, you're ready. Not just to survive, but to fucking conquer. That's the only talent that counts. Chapter 9. Uncommon amongst uncommon. You think graduating Bud S becoming a Navy SEAL makes you special. It does. Compared to 99.9% of the planet, you are a certified badass. You've proven you can handle more pain, more cold, more suffering than most people can even comprehend. You are, by definition, uncommon. Fucking celebrate that for a second. Done. Good. Because that ain't enough. Not even close. Remember that anesthesia taking hold after my second heart surgery. Felt myself wheeling backward, landed right back in the humid, suffocating darkness of a Malaysian jungle. 2002. Fresh out of Bud S, SQT done, trident pinned, literally punched into my chest, leaving bloodstains on my graduation shirt. Felt like the hardest man alive. Or thought I did. This was before the ultras, before Badwater, before the real understanding of what the human machine could do. September 11th was still a raw wound on the nation, and we were training like demons, waiting for the call to get into the fight that was already raging in Afghanistan. We were humping through that triple canopy jungle, night vision goggles turning the world into eerie green phosphorus. Stealthy, silent, swift. Heat so thick you could drink it, sweat pouring off you like rain off a window pane. Felt like those platoon and Rambo fever dreams I had as a kid, only this was real as a heart attack. Crested a pass, took shelter, tracked targets. On the OIC signal I opened up. The M60. The pig. My weapon. 20 pounds of steel spitting 500-650 rounds per minute. Belt-fed, growling, muzzle flare lighting up the dark. The recoil hammered through my entire body, adrenaline flooding every cell, narrowing my focus to a single point, me the weapon, the target getting shredded. No apologies, that was the job, that was being a SEAL. Uncommon. But here's the thing you gotta understand. Stepping into that world, the world of Navy SEALs, Green Berets, Delta Force, Rangers, you're already stepping into a room full of killers. Full of guys who have pushed past limits civilians can't even imagine. Everyone in that room is uncommon. Everyone has grit. Everyone has proven something. So the question becomes, now what? Do you coast? Do you blend in? Do you become one of the boys? Or do you find another gear? Do you strive to become uncommon amongst uncommon? Most people, even in those elite circles, find a level. They get comfortable. They meet the standard, maybe exceed it sometimes, but they find a plateau. They enjoy the reputation, the camaraderie, the rock star status we got treated with on bases around the world. They party, they relax, they integrate back into a semblance of normal life between deployments. They become uncommon and then they stop climbing. I saw it in my first platoon. We trained like hell in Malaysia, getting ready for deployment. Run, swim, runs in the morning, rappelling, fast roping, shooting tactics. Our OIC and Dana DeCoster, his second in command, led from the front. Absolute studs, phenomenal athletes. My platoon chief, Kristen Beck, now hard motherfucker too, we competed. Every PT session was a competition. They wanted to beat me, I wanted to beat them. That competitive fire spread through the whole platoon. Guys were hitting personal bests almost daily. We were forging ourselves into a weapon. That's the power of a competitive environment full of uncommon individuals. But even then, there were whispers. The OIC, the guy I respected, leader on his way to DEVGRU, pulled me aside after my first evaluation. Solid eval, praised my skills, my effort, then the off-the-record bullshit. You know Goggins, he says, you'd understand the job better if you hung out with the guys more. That's when I learned the most, hearing their stories. It's important to be part of the group. Part of the group. One of the boys, translation, be like us. Don't be so intense. Relax a little. A reality check that stung like a slap. I thought making it through Bud S, proving I belonged physically, meant I was in, part of the brotherhood. His words told me I was still on the outside. Part of the teams, maybe, but not truly one of them. Why? Because I didn't party. Because I didn't shoot the shit after hours. Because I spent my nights resting, recharging, studying tactics, preparing for a war that hadn't even called my name yet. Because I came from fucking nothing, taught myself to swim, wasn't some legacy kid from the Naval Academy or Cambridge like him. Yeah, probably all of the above. I was different, and right there I had a choice. Conform, try to fit in, dial back the intensity, become more liked, or double down on who I was, on the relentless drive that got me there in the first place. Fuck that. Fuck being one of the boys. I wasn't there to make friends. I was there to be the best. If my dedication, my perpetual student mindset, my refusal to coast made me different, then so the fuck be it. I decided right then I wouldn't just be a vanilla Navy SEAL. We were all uncommon compared to the rest of the world, but I saw a new standard. Uncommon amongst the uncommon. Time to separate myself even further. Not long after that eval, won the morning race for the first time. Passed Dana, passed the OIC in the last half mile. Never looked back. That decision carries a price. Platoon assignments last 2 years. By the end, most guys are ready for a break. 2 wars raging, deployments almost guaranteed. They wanted downtime. Me? I didn't want or need a break. Uncommon amongst uncommon don't take breaks. While they were thinking about leave, I was already studying the other branches, the other special forces units. Rangers, Delta. Heard Ranger School was the best leadership school in the military. Knew I needed that. Put in 7 chit special requests to go. First 6. Ignored. New guy, stay in your lane, focus on being a SEAL, but I kept pushing. 7th chit went up the chain. Co of SEAL Team 5 signed off. I was in. My OIC heading off to DEVGRU himself, he saw it. Goggins, he said, shaking his head. You're the type of motherfucker who wishes you were a POW just to see if you have what it takes to last. He wasn't wrong. He knew the kind of man I was becoming. The kind willing, eager to seek out the hardest path, the deepest furnace, just to see what I was made of. Ranger School, Fort Benning, Georgia, early December. Only Navy guy in a class of 308 Army studs, greeted with skepticism. SEALs had quit before. They thought I was just another cocky spec ops tourist. Instantly stripped of rank, uniform, reputation. Officers, enlisted, SEALs, green berets, all maggots. All nobodies starting at 0. Loved it. Perfect reset. Proves that past accomplishments mean jack shit when you step into a new arena. You gotta prove it all over again. Day 1, split into companies, got appointed first sergeant of Bravo Company. Why? Original guy choked reciting the Ranger Creed after getting smoked on the pull-up bar. Ranger instructor RI was livid. Creed is everything to them. He scans the formation, eyes land on me. I know for a fact Old Navy here doesn't know the Ranger Creed. Motherfucker. Been studying it for months, cleared my throat, got loud, recited all 6 stanzas, word perfect, staring him down. Rangers lead the way, he tried to cut me off, I kept going. Finished. He shook his head, last laugh his. Congratulations, Goggins, he said.